Do you like getting a big tax refund? If so, could that actually be pushing you into a higher tax bracket? I've got a real life tax planning example, that and more coming up. My name's Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. No one sees your tax return other than you, right? Unless you've got someone H&R Block or a CPA preparing your return, but their job is to get the right number in the right box, not to provide creative strategies and ways for you to reduce the tax you pay either this year or over your lifetime. So no one would really be in a position to point out your blind spots or missed opportunities or, hey, did you realize if you did this, there'd be an improvement here? No one other than your certified financial planner, your CFP, who's tasked with doing comprehensive financial planning. One section of that is tax planning, which is that entire purpose of tax planning is finding ways for you to creatively pay less taxes, right? And legally, creatively, pay less taxes, either this year or over your lifetime, ideally over multiple lifetimes. So real life planning example here, recently saw someone who loved getting a big refund. And by like getting a big refund, I mean a very, very big refund. Here's a scenario. They're in their late 60s. They're on Social Security. They're also withdrawing money from their IRA to meet their lifestyle and their spending needs. So very, very typical retired situation. Here's the thing. They're in the 22% tax bracket, but they are withholding, because they're in the 22% tax bracket, they're not only withholding 22% on their IRA withdrawals, they're also withholding 22% on their Social Security. Most people don't even know that Social Security is taxable, let alone fill out go the extra step, the extra mile of filling out the form or calling Social Security to say, hey, will you withhold taxes on my Social Security? But they're doing both, and they're doing both at the 22% level. So what that means is an $8,000 to $10,000 refund every single year because they're withholding so much. Again, all of your income minus your standard deduction, the first chunk of it is going to be taxed at 10%, then the next chunk at 12%, then if you're into the 22% tax bracket, the final portion at 22%. But see, they were having 22% withheld on everything. And what that meant was their take home, both from Social Security and their IRA, was significantly less than it needed to be, but the gross amount, the amount that they pay tax on, was a lot higher, and the end result was this $8,000 to $10,000 refund. Here's the challenge. They were into the 22% tax bracket by about $8,000 or $9,000. Imagine that. Imagine if instead of withholding all of this extra money to get this big refund, they instead did the tax planning work to not withdraw as much, not have such a high gross amount withdrawn, instead reduce the gross amount that they withdrew, but then just had less tax withheld. The net result would be the exact same money landing in their pocket every single month, but instead of getting this enormous refund, they would be close to break even, and they would stay within the 12% tax bracket. Think of it. That $8,000 to $10,000 refund was costing them an extra 22% really, or if you do the math, an extra 10%. Instead of being taxed at 12, it was taxed at 22%. Unnecessarily. But no one, I mean, the tax laws are confusing and there's a lot of moving pieces, but no one had ever pointed that out to them. Unique situation. However, do you have someone that's looking over your shoulder and helping you with tax planning, pointing out blind spots, pointing out opportunities, or pointing out, hey, you know, if you did this a little bit differently, it would improve your tax picture, allow you to pay less tax this year, maybe less tax over your lifetime, or less tax over multiple lifetimes? Again, that's the job of your CFP. So work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team that's doing comprehensive planning, that's doing tax planning with you, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.